Hello, hello, hello. Angel of Galaxite here for yet another few channeled messages. Hope you're all doing well and keeping safe. All right, let's have a look, shall we? Where we go? Oh, while I'm just warming up and grounding myself, I'd just like to thank you for clicking on my channel. Any support is always very much appreciated. Please like, subscribe, comment, hit that notification button, share, I guess, and I hope these messages reach you loud and clear. So remember, Spirit works through us in mysterious and mystical ways. These messages may not go directly to you, to the intended person. They may be talking about someone you know. Could be either a love lost one, or a situation around you, or him, or them, sorry, him, don't know why I said that. So just think about yourself as this heavenly post person delivering communication where it needs to go. If I say male or female, remember we have both aspects of the divine feminine and masculine. So take it as it resonates and leave the rest for somebody else to enjoy. All right, now let's go. Okay. So I'm being shown, this is interesting, a man, and he may be in his late 60s or in his 70s, okay. He's got olive skin tone. January could be an important month around this person. Could be an anniversary, a passing, or a birthday. He would have liked to play cards or board games. Interesting. I'm smelling the aroma of a good quality coffee. And he's pointing out that he'd start the day with a big newspaper, reading this newspaper. Could get a whiff of tobacco right now, actually. But he's showing me his shirts perfectly ironed. And his clothes are really well thought out. And there's also a reference to a folded pocket square handkerchief. Very thoughtful, kind individual with a really big heart. Lovely energy, actually. It's funny, actually, for Ella Spirit are asking me to talk about some incidents I've been having. So for some time, that I've noticed that, I've been noticing that I've been putting my garments back to front or inside out. Promise you I'm not losing it. The only explanation must be a sign from someone's loved one coming through. Especially as I'm a stickler for neat and tidy, and I do like things in an orderly fashion. Yeah. So I'm just going to put some music on. I forgot. I always forget something. But where was it? There we go. Okay. Sorry about that. Go on, Spirit. Yeah, so I was saying I wasn't losing it. So it's someone's loved one coming through. So I'm feeling this person coming in, definitely. Yeah, 60s or 70s. Yeah. So this scenario for me has been happening on and off for a month now. Even my pyjamas have not escaped, It's ridiculous. So kind of to guarantee and make myself be better, and so it wouldn't occur again, I checked my garments and laid them on the bed. After my shower, I hurriedly dressed, went to the lounge to do this, but when passing the mirror, I let out a gasp. Yep, inside out. It's not the only bizarre happening, as the lids on my jars, coffee, jam, are always loose, and I always put them on tight, so I know it's definitely not my doing. And these are things that my son wouldn't touch, or his girlfriend, so You know, I wouldn't think they'd be dipping into my stuff, you know. So irritating, you know. I keep dropping things as well, you know. If it's not my phone, it will be a mirror or something else. My latest mishap was literally throwing half a box of porridge oats all over the floor. So this could be a memory for someone, you know. I actually broke my phone and was because I dropped it so many times, and I've been without a phone for a few days until today, you know. Oh, I got so fed up I said out loud the other day, I am not buying another mirror, a box of porridge, and no way do I want my clothes the wrong way around. So I vowed to bring this lovely gentleman through today, and here he is, to end this cycle for good. Plus my son already dropped his phone, and my you know, his girlfriend had accidents and things were just going awry, you know. Yeah, my son dropped this plate and we just all looked at each other. So when I'm thinking about this particular gentleman, and I'm so sorry, dementia comes to mind. He's showing signs of the disease, and he says it was around about 5 or 6 years ago. You know, he started blaming others for a plethora of issues, interfering, you know, hiding things, violent outbursts. You know, looking at it from his perspective now, it was just, oh dear, you know. It wasn't his fault, of course. I'm hearing My Fair Lady, with a little bit of luck, with a little bit of luck. That one, yeah. So that may be relevant as well. So he's talking about when temptation comes in, you'll give right in, you know, so that's the song, isn't it? And he's telling me you were struggling with what was a very challenging set of circumstances. There's a line which talks about supporting his children. But in this case, you were supporting an elderly parent who was demanding at best, childlike due to mental health. It was okay to be overwhelmed and have doubts, wanting to walk away at times. It was totally understandable. I don't feel any way about that, so don't worry. He wants to reach out to you and tell you that he cares. The care you gave him, was a true service, coming from moments when there was openness, love, and lack of boundaries between you and him. The nature of his illness has led you or will lead you to new insights and perceptions, as this condition may have forced you to make changes. I reached you at the deepest part of your being, empowered you to make your own changes in life, or about to. Empowerment is different from simply helping people. You now have the skills to bail your own self out of any reoccurring problems in the future. He'd like to now use this line in the song. A man was made to help, support his children or child, and that is what he's doing from the heavenly realms. Thank you, my sweet child. I'm seeing these beautiful swans, and I don't know what that is a reference to. Purity normally, but you know, that's what I'm seeing right now. I'm going bone chillingly cold, so I'm shivering now. Alright, so Spirit reminding me, thank you for that, of a vision, you know. So this vision was a couple sitting on a bus, you know. So I could only see the torso, you know, the head area. They were on a vehicle, I feel, because you know when you're sitting on a bus and you just imagine the top part of what you could see, not your feet or anything, you know, the handrails and stuff. So the vehicle feels like it's in motion. Only now, like, the vision changes to reveal the quite elderly. It was so strange a vision, you know. Yeah. So these people have transitioned together. The word omnibus, I'm being told, means for everyone. The bus or the coach is taking them to heaven. And although I do not see anyone else, I feel that they're not the only ones on board. So anyone can join along its route, as you would, wouldn't you, with a bus? A bus represents different aspects of societal expectations. The bus ride symbolises the relentless and never-ending cycle of conformity that many people experience throughout their lives. Go on. This couple had a good life, they're telling me, but both were ready to transition. They're heading to a heavenly world of joy and light, moving away from the heaviness and coldness of the physical world of order, belongings, insecurity, and loneliness. Instead, their spirits are floating through a world of colour, light, feelings, and wonderment. So please don't feel bad, as they're no longer captive in a world where energy is dense, colours are dim and drab, and the only light we all see really emanates from a sun. Their lives are no longer shaped with religion, relationships, and the society they lived in. Okay, wow. Gosh, my condolences. I can imagine that losing a set of grandparents so close together would be devastating. You may be asking why, and no one could, understand how that might feel. Perhaps it's a testimony to the power of love, you know. Like an example, after example after example, after couples who feel so deeply that when one spouse dies, the other succumbs soon after. So it is an example. Over the years, experts have suggested a multitude of explanations for close couple deaths among spouses, you know, ranging from the more spiritual, two souls so closely entwined that they can't be pulled apart by death, to the more down-to-earth hearts, literally broken by the chemistry of grief. Couples grow closer and closer over the years, to the point where their hearts may actually beat in sync. There was one study actually, in fact, that monitored 6 long-time couples' hearts as they slept. When the couples lay next to one another, their hearts began to beat in rhythm with one another. It's fascinating, isn't it? And I'm hearing, "Don't cry for me, Argentina." That one, the truth is, that one. So the truth is that they will never leave you. They'll keep their promise and will not keep their distance. They are acknowledging it won't be easy, and it's all a bit strange. Understandably, it's hard to explain how you feel as you are missing their earthly love. Oh, my heart goes out to you. I just want to keep this message free for all souls. So you'll know who you are if you've just lost 2 sets of grandparents, okay? So in the song it's 9s, 6s and 7s. So it's 9, 6, 7 it says. Spiritual combination of 9 and 7. So the spiritual request that you have to have trust and faith in the greater unfolding of a scheme or plan or situation in life. So although it's painful, try to think of it in another way. 9 with 6. Together talk of deep spiritual love, connection from the heart with family members, whether they've crossed or not. They're showing me the younger version of themselves again now. The line, "You won't believe what I saw." Yeah, elderly family members, all dressed up and looking so youthful. Trust me, they did. When it switched, because my visions are very, very quick, you know. Sometimes I don't even get it. It's so quick. I have to keep telling Spirit to slow it down, you know. So this is for someone's grandparents. This is someone's grandparents who are sending you an amazing goodbye that most people do not experience. Mystical, mysterious ways, as I always say. I've got Matteo, Lillian, George, Maria. I don't know why I said it like that, it just come out. Albert, Rose, Margaret, Vernon, Eliza, Carmen, Laura, Ralph, Michael, Valerie, Maisie, Fabio, Ramona, Philippe, Esmeralda, Alberto, Pierre, Sebastian, Angelique, that's a lovely name, Dolores, Dylan, Patricia, Lincoln, and Josie. Take them as they resonate. Don't worry if your name's not there. Alright. Thank you for that. That was wonderful. So on my walk today, I was struck by this sight of it was a sight of a single white empty chair, and it was abandoned and dumped on the pavement, but right in the way of everything, you know. But, you know, on closer inspection, it was, sorry, I'm burping now. Sometimes I do that when I'm bringing spirit through. Oh dear. On closer inspection, I'm sorry, I'm still here, I'm not passing over. It was slightly damaged. So when I think about an empty chair, it's a symbol of the perceived absence of someone who is recently deceased. It can express a sense of loss, grief, or respect for the person who is not there. So the empty chair can also be used to invite the presence of a deceased person's spirit or memory, also a feeling of being alone. In literature and in film, an empty chair can be a powerful symbol of loss or death. They are symbolic of old age and retirement, which is perfect. The rocking chair is often used to represent the passing of time and inevitability of aging. They can also represent the cyclical nature of life and the passage of generations. A broken chair can represent instability, weakness, and a lack of support. It can also symbolize neglect or abandonment. In art, a broken chair can be used to represent the fragility of life, of human relationships, or the impermanence of life. A broken chair can also be seen as a metaphor for a person who is falling apart or struggling to hold themselves together. Okay. So I'm thinking about the colour, you know, a white chair is purity, cleanliness. So it could be suggesting starting a new or fresh start. Also, you know, focus on your self-care during this transformation, alright? So the date I've got in my head right now is 1946, so this could be relevant. 9 months I'm picking up, you know. Dark coloured eyes. I feel like I want to wave my hands around to express myself, you know, a lot. Long distance driving or travel could be relevant. And Terence could be someone around this person. Indonesia comes to mind. Take it as it resonates, leave the rest for someone else, as always. Leonard, Lindsay, Jasper. For some reason I'm hearing, what did you say? Bremen. Brennan? Bremen. Oh, not sure what that is. Please comment if you know what that is. And I'm seeing this, you know, pan of hot milk. Yeah, it's boiling, you know. And a cheese toasty. There was an air about this man. You'd notice him straight away, even if he walked in a crowded room. He's wanting to tell you to speak up about what is bothering you. You may feel, what's the point? Or it's not that important. What starts off as not that important could turn out to be the one of those things that builds and builds until it is something harder to deal with. Do not sweep it under the rug. Deal with it, then let it go. So the milk, when I'm thinking about it now, it could also indicate someone something bubbling up inside and then boiling over. He's pointing out whatever emotions you perceive in the people around you are usually a reflection of your own inner emotional state. If you are aware of an array of sad people in your life, even if you are not consciously feeling sad, this is a good indication that you are repressing inner sadness. If everyone around you seems angry, even though you think you feel calm, look within to see if perhaps you have some unresolved anger. I don't know why, but I'm hearing Capricorn, Leo, and Virgo. Alright. Next, please. Thank you for that. My neck is hurting, sorry. Floorboards upstairs are creaking like mad, so I don't know whether somebody's got an issue with spirit walking. And you hear creaky floorboards, especially in the hallway I'm hearing, okay? It's really loud and no one's in but me. So my vision this morning was a young child holding a couple of teddy bears in but it was by their ears, both of one. One bear raised slightly higher than the other. She was smiling and emanating what appeared to be a shimmering, beautiful light. It was lovely, it was. I couldn't help but smile and laugh as she eagerly shoved one of her teddies my way, wanting me to play with her, Just had the name Lucy, but not sure if that was her name. I see little bobbles in her hair. Not sure of the significance of her teeth. But that is what I am seeing, teeth. I've also got the names Elizabeth, Beth, Isabella and Rachel. As I say, take it as it resonates, leave the rest for someone else. And I'm hearing the song, Mama, I love you. That one by the Spice Girls. So now she sees through your eyes, she empathizes. She's sending you her love. Mummy, be happy for me. She's saying before you go to sleep each night, she wants you to visualize yourself springing out of bed, having a beautiful day, and smiling through it. Get your nails done. Buy some carnations. I wanted to say flowers, but carnations just flew into my mind. Instead I got carnations. So these flowers are used in arrangements. They act as a supporting cast members to other flowers. So she's encouraging you to buy a bunch. She likes the pink ones though. Carnations are positive, symbols of love, fascination, and gratitude. They are the flower that was the first used in 1908, she's telling me. A ceremony was held to recognise her late mother, as well as other mums. This day became known as the first Mother's Day, although it was a white carnation that was chosen as the official flower. It symbolised truth, purity, and broad charity of a mother's love. Oh, that's nice. She wants you to know that a carnation does not drop its petals, but hugs them to its heart as it dies. And so too mothers hug their children to their hearts. Mother's love is never dying. The red carnation pays tribute to the living mothers, while the white pays respect to the deceased. So, Mummy, I will take the red carnation and you the white. And when both colours are together, then we'll be as one. She's sending kisses and hugs. I really want to cry and I'm trying not to. From her teddies. She's happy. Settled. She just wants you to be happy, okay? Sorry. Okay. Next message. There is someone here who wants to experience the paranormal world. Connect with loved ones. We all have sensitivity to unseen things, but listen, watch and feel. In time you will pick up subtle signs from the other world. I myself found automatic writing very useful when I was strengthening my gifts. Or I draw a picture. It's a wonderful way for spirit to come through. Grab a piece of paper and pen, close your eyes and try not to think of anything, and allow the pencil to flow across the page. After a few moments, open your eyes and look at the drawing or written words. You may have to do this a few times, If it's a picture, what do you see? Put the picture in a prominent place and it will give out a healing vibration. So that's just for somebody. Practice telepathy to develop your spiritual connection. If you can sit at the base of a tree, relax, think of your dearest living friend. Imagine their face and recite their name, and then say out loud several times, "I want red rose." Wait and see if your friend receives this message. Okay, that's for somebody who wants to do that. Alright, I don't know whether I've got time, but I will try and get through. I'll just do a little poem. Alright. Just because you cannot see me does not mean I'm not there. Just because I'm in heaven does not mean I do not care. I often see you crying. You often call my name. I want to hold you tight. I want to ease your pain. It's easy for me, as I know heaven is real. If you knew the truth, how much better you would feel. One day we will meet again, but only when the time is right. When you step out of the darkness, I'll be standing in the light. Oh, that's beautiful. Okay. Alright, I think we'll end it here actually. So as usual, I would like to thank you all, each and every one of you, for watching my channel. I'm so grateful and humbled to have a platform where Spirit and I can co-create to bring messages to people who need them. Stay safe, stay happy, and spread the love. This is a brand new channel, so if you've enjoyed, please like or subscribe. Show me some love, please. Hit the notification button, share, like, or whatever you can do to help anyway, so that I can make more content anyway. From my heart to yours, as always, lots of love.